Let me go to YouTube and check how many thumbs up we have. Why do I show 0?
Nobody's watching.
Wait a minute, what's going on? Is YouTube actually streaming?
Yeah, we just had a glitch in the stream, so it may have restarted. I can't
It just
tell.
came up now. It just restarted. It just restarted now, literally as I was looking.
Oh, that stinks.
I know. I think we had like 150,000.
Oh, every platform went down?
Yeah, the feed to restream glitched.
Oh, Getter's still good.
From the caster.
Sure wasn't the CIA?
They can't operate locally unless somebody can hear it belongs to them.
They can't operate locally.
They can't operate at
I
all.
don't know about that.
Between the 9 of us in the studio?
They're watching everything.
Are you an operative, friend?
I don't get paid enough for that kind of work.
Exactly.
Oh, Ruby Ivy. Hey, guys. Love the job you're doing tonight. Thank you very much on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up.
Who's that?
Ruby Ivy.
You don't know who Ruby
What's
Ivy
up, Ruby?
is? Come on. Stop.
Bum, 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 bum. When is the next What Even Is That, Rick D?
I think I might try and pull it off on Monday, but I got this party tomorrow, and I'm going to be a mess.
What party do you have?
Connor's graduation party.
I thought that was the other day.
No, that was the high school graduation.
Ceremony.
That was the ceremony at the high school.
Tomorrow's the actual party.
What time should we?
What time are me and Slick arriving?
Yeah, what time are we arriving?
Whenever you want.
Yeah?
Start at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So what do you think about 8:30? We'll roll in.
Yeah, with the kids.
I was thinking more like 1, be out of there by 2.
Oh, good. Yes, you can help me set up. I got a taco.
Randy Mueller says Harry looked like a dentist.
Wow.
Oh, Harry.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Did Harry trip over the plug again? No, I guess not.
No. Oh, here goes Harry. You heard that.
He only pays attention when he hears his name.
Do you guys look at the Facebook comments anymore? Well, yes, we do. Because I just read yours, Dana.
Ah.
I-13 to the hour live from Studio 6B. So speaking of who lied more last night, Jack Hellner over at the American Thinker has some thoughts. And since the media won't fact check Joe Biden, I'll do it for them. And he goes, and this is really just a small sample. Number one, Border Patrol endorsed him. In fact, just the opposite was true. They actually tweeted about it. To be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden. Border crossings now are lower than under Trump. Terrorists aren't coming in. Except the terrorists who were caught plotting an ISIS-style attack earlier this month. The terrorists doing a dry run at the U.S. Marine base and all the other instances that are too numerous to list, Joe. He beat Medicare. Well, yeah, like Trump said, he beat it to death.
I love that.
No military members have died under his watch. Does Afghanistan ring a bell? The Tower 22 drone attack? Navy SEALs going after emboldened and financed Houthis? Hello? Billionaires pay an 8% tax rate. Well, that is purely a made-up number based on unrealized gains. Trump tax cuts cost trillions. Data revenue from the federal government itself shows that that's a lie. Trump handed off a disastrous economy. It was roaring by the time Biden took office. And again, the numbers reflect this. Trump caused inflation. Check the data. Or ask any average household when life was more affordable, then or now. Biden held Iran to account. Just purely not true. On abortion, Biden and Democrats don't support late term. That is a blatant lie. And as they continually pass legislation for abortions at any stage in the states that they control. That's exactly right. Abortion on demand. And as President Trump said correctly, sometimes after birth. As Ralph Northam is on tape discussing at a radio station. Put the baby aside, make it comfortable, then there'll be a discussion. I had no idea that sisters were capable of raping and impregnating other women in their family, by the way.
Oof.
And he continued to repeat the lie about what Trump said in Charlottesville. The mainstream left media finally admitted it was a hoax just a week or so ago. So what's Biden's excuse for that? Question, exactly how has the Paris Climate Accord changed the climate? Somehow Yahoo didn't catch any false claims from Biden, but here are the ones they described from Trump, so numerous that it was Biden who couldn't keep up with their opponent's lies. Of course, the article doesn't give specifics or provide evidence to the contrary. I would agree that Trump exaggerates once in a while, but Biden lies, and he lied throughout the entire debate, and most of the media was silent about it. Media has covered up for Biden's corruption, incompetence, lies for years, and they still do. They've also continuously lied to destroy Trump since he rode down the escalator in 2015. They'll continue to, because all they care about is power for themselves and for the Democrat Party. And infecting and destroying the U.S. with their radical leftist agenda is the only agenda. If Democrats somehow get rid of Biden and replace him, which seems to be the goal, any replacement will still bring destructive policies. And he's absolutely right about that.
Yep.
And the thing to remember is, again, as I always say, remember who we're playing ball against here. These people play dirty. They play with brass knuckles. They play to win. They play at all costs. They play for power at all costs. And if they do stick with Biden because they have to in the delegate situation and all that, and Biden and Mrs. won't get on board, they'll find some other tack. They'll go down deeper. They'll go lower. They'll go dirtier. They'll do whatever they have to do. This is not we are not all of a sudden in the ninth inning with 2 outs and no on, and we got our best closer on the mound. That's not the situation we're at. Last night was a good night for President Trump, but in some ways it may end up being not a great night because you could imagine the phone calls to Judge Merchan. You could imagine the phone calls to the Appellate Division of Courts in New York. You could imagine the phone calls to Jack Smith and others in D.C., Judge Chutkin. They are going to turn up the ever-loving heat in every way they can after last night if they feel like they have to stick with Biden. They will play as dirty as they need to play in any way they need to do it. So this is not a get the pom-poms out and jump up and down. This is get your guard up and get ready for what's going to be the most ferocious, I'd say, month that we've ever experienced here in July, but certainly the most ferocious 131 days to get this thing to the finish line.
Yeah, John Fredericks this morning said, lace them up tight. It's going to be a wild ride.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
This might be a month like we've never experienced before coming up, given what's going to happen on July 11th and afterwards and what the aftermath will be, especially after last night.
Yeah, especially going into the weekend, because usually the Democrats like to drop bad news on the 5 o'clock in the weekend, and that's the story for the weekend that everybody's talking about. I'm sure they were all like, I got nothing. After last night, got nothing. They're all just like, nope, we're out. We can't make it. There's nothing they could make up that could supersede what everybody saw last night. And those articles that are saying, oh, well, Trump lied 100% and this and that, they're writing those articles for the people that didn't watch the debate. Because everybody who watched the debate their jaws were dropped.
48 million people, and I'll bet you a lot of those people are not people that keep up on politics on a daily basis who probably thought, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. 3 of them last night. When I got home,
TMZ.
My stepdaughter, she's like, did you see the debate? I'm like, do you know what I do?
She's drinking at the bar all night.
I'm like, I guess you did. She goes, me, and she mentioned her 2 friends. She goes, we decided to put it on. They're not they're 20 years old. They don't care. She said, we put it on. After the first few minutes, we were like, oh my God, is that him? They couldn't believe it. They're like, yeah, we're not voting for that guy.
I think CNN was smart, though, because, their ratings were in the tank, worst ever. And they got all these people to license it, and to simulcast it with that big viewership. So even though the questions were skewed, they were very smart not to come across that way. to attract the larger audience. I think they
I
played it safe.
I didn't think the questions were so out of bounds. I was expecting a lot worse,
Me too.
and I maybe that's because I was expecting a lot worse that
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, they're asking Biden some tough questions here.
I have an analysis by Nick Fondacaro. It goes into the questions, but yeah. I think
All right, we'll get to that.
safe.
We'll get to that in a second. Let's do a little sports while we have some time left. And here with that, Slick Rick. Slick, what's going on?
All right, we got the Rocket Mortgage Classic, Big D, round 2, up in the Detroit Golf Club, Detroit, Michigan. $9.2 million purse over the weekend, getting second round. And Aaron Ray and Akshay Bhatia both shot a 13 under. So we'll have a full recap Monday night on that Rocket Mortgage
Joe
Classic.
Biden should be leading that.
Joe Biden, forget he cleaned these guys' clocks, something like that. Major League Baseball.
Does this look like he could clean clocks? Does this look like a 6 handicap?
Let's see.
Let me just ask you this: does this look like a 6 handicap right here?
Now it looks like 4 guys. TV.
Well, give Aaron a second here.
Oh,
Now, just look at this.
look at that. Did he actually hit the ball? Oh.
I mean, that thing is so far to the right. I mean, there's no way to do nothing but push that shot to the right every swing.
Oh, my God.
That's going nowhere but into the pucker brush in the far right.
Yeah. Like his career.
Like his career. That thing is in the toilet, man.
Oh, my
That's the only
God.
time Biden's been on the
And
right.
he's not hitting that 230 for a 6 handicap.
You know what that reminds
230?
me?
230. He's like he's hitting 23 feet.
That's 23 feet, and that's a
Tops.
60 handicap.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Remember in what do you call it, Caddyshack? When the caddies are out, the one like Fonzie looking caddy,
Oh, I should've
he's
yelled
out
too.
there with the 2 old people, and he's like, "Oh, here's your thing, here's yours,
Yeah.
and here's your ball," and like he's pointing them, and
my
the old
God.
guy hits it. He's like, "Whoop-de-doo!"
Should have yelled too.
Classic.
Hey, that's a rapid sports over here, big. They got no respect in this segment.
Oh, God. He's a 6.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's a 6. He's sick as all these.
Is that Columbia?
All right, we're live, social media. Make sure you like and subscribe, whatever channel you're watching on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. Any interaction we appreciate. The 6 handicap is per hole. Yes, Kevin, exactly.
Yeah.
His handicap is his swing, not a number. Joe's better when he can hit it through like the mouth of a lion on the course.
Yeah.
Or windmill. Robert Chinchilla, what's going on?
What's up,
On
Chinchilla?
YouTube? Make sure you hit the thumbs up there. My age is better than Biden's handicap. Looking forward to what even is that, Janice said. 286 watching on Facebook, only 58 likes, so that's not good.
Nope.
Like it now.
Maybe I got to do something where I have to give something away on YouTube for everybody who likes it. Put all the names in a random generator and give a shirt away per night or something to get people to hit the thumbs up. What do I got to do?
Yeah, give him the shirt off your back.
What's the shirt of the month for July? Well, the shirt of every month right now is the November 5th We the People with Trump's outline on it. And then if you want something different, you can, but that's the standard one.
I think we need a Joe Biden golf shirt. That would be a nice shirt, right?
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, I lied about my 6 handicap, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Right. That's a good one.
Oddly enough, the one stream that didn't go down was Rumble, which is the one we've had trouble with.
Is Rumble working tonight?
Rumble's fine, yeah.
Okay, good. What's the numbers on there?
Watching 323 right now.
Oh, that's good. They got a thumbs up there. What do they got?
Let me refresh it because it doesn't do it automatically. 75.
But do they have like a thumbs up to hit, or what is it?
Yep,
Is it a like button? Thumbs up? Okay. Somebody asked, they said, I have a shirt, Damon, I want to send you to wear. If you have shirts you want me to wear, but they got to be my size. So you got to send me like 2XLT or like 4X if they're not T's.
Or stitch three of them
talls.
together or something.
If you have shirts, if you own a restaurant or you have things you want me to wear, send them to me.
Yeah, you own a tent company.
And they're laughing too. Damn it. So I was just saying in the commercial break, someone wrote an email saying, hey, Big D, we have a shirt for our business. Would you wear it if we sent it to you? I said, sure, send it along. And I thought, well, anybody else that's got a shirt of their business or something and they want me to wear it on the air, I'll wear it. Just send it. And Slick said, yeah, if you own like a tent company, bastard.
You have your material.
I'll have you know, I went to the doctor today and I was down another 10 pounds from the last time I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So what do you have to say about that now? You feel bad?
Ozempic? No.
I hate that commercial.
Oh, man. It killed a great song.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, live from Studio 6B, hour 2 on a Friday night. Slick's not going to do sports. Delgado's going to do the news. David Zier's going to do some more news. Aaron and Fran holding it down. Harry on the highway. Well, doing something around here. Lots to talk about in hour 2. We'll get to Crazy Town. Aaron, is this your first Crazy Town edit, Aaron?
Yes, it is.
Oh, all right.
Gotta go easy on me.
Aaron took a shot at Crazy Town.
I heard she hammered it out. Yep.
Yeah, I tried,
Good.
I texted Damon. I said, I think I'm going to do a Crazy Town today. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I did.
Let's do it right now.
Oh, okay.
Right.
1 minute past the hour. We should have opened the show with it because obviously we talked about the debate in the first half, but let's do it now. Here we go. Aaron's first initial edit, Crazy Town, here on a Friday night. Roll it, Aaron.
Now, please welcome the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Folks, how are you?
Folks, how are you?
Doesn't look there.
Look, he made it to
There's
the...
15,000 new jobs. We brought out in the position where we have 800,000 new manufacturing jobs. We're in a situation where if you take a look at all that was done in his administration, he didn't do much at all.
Right.
By the time he left, things were in chaos, literally chaos. We have 1,000 trillionaires in America. I mean, billionaires. Making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Yeah.
7 states have no legal restrictions on how far into a pregnancy a woman can obtain an abortion. Do you support any legal limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy?
I support Roe v. Wade, but we are not for late-term abortion, period. What I've done since I've changed the law, what's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. It's better than when he left office. By the way, the Border Patrol endorsed me. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. By the way, all that money we give Ukraine and from weapons we make here in the United States, we give them the weapons, not the money at this point. And our NATO allies have produced as much funding for Ukraine as we have. We're providing Israel with all the weapons they need and when they need them. We are the biggest producer of support for Israel of anyone in the world. The idea that I did anything wrong relative to what you're talking about is outrageous. It's simply a lie, number one.
Do you believe that the tens of millions of Americans who are likely to vote for President Trump will be voting against American democracy?
The more they know about what he's done, yes. The more they know about what he's done. I said I wasn't going to run again until I saw what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. People coming out of the woods carrying swastikas, torches, and singing the same anti-Semitic bile they sang when back in Germany. I ran because I was worried a guy like this guy could get elected. If he thought they were good people coming out of that forest, carrying those woods, carrying those torches, then he didn't deserve to be president. The fact of the matter is there's more small black businesses that have been started than any time in history. Number two, the wages of black unemployment is the lowest level it's been in a long, long time. Number three, we're trying to provide housing for black Americans and dealing with the segregation that exists among these corporate corporations that collude to keep people out of their houses. And in addition to that, we find that the impact on the choice. There was no inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back. 50% unemployment.
There was no inflation.
No inflation.
Of course there wasn't.
That's why there was no inflation at the time.
That's
there were
why.
no jobs. It provided thousands of millions of jobs for
Thousands of millions.
Thousands of millions.
communities, including minority
Gazillions.
communities.
People
The
went back to work
idea
after COVID.
That we're not doing any. We put more police on the street than any administration has.
Yeah, just drive around New York.
We're providing for equity and making sure people have a shot to make it. There's a lot going on. But in inflation, he caused it by his tremendous malfeasance in the way he handles
Malfeasance?
the only existential threat to humanity is climate change. We, in fact, we were the only ones of consequence. How can we do anything? We're not able to, the United States can't get us close. And on the AC, as I said, we're in a circumstance where 400,000 people, 40 million people, he just doesn't know what he's talking about. The idea that we're going to be in a situation where all these millions and millions, the way he talks about it, illegal aliens are coming into the country and taking away our jobs. There's a reason why we have the fastest growing economy in the world, the reason why we have the most successful economy in the world. We're doing better than any other nation in the world. If Trump is reelected, we're likely to have a recession, and inflation is going to increasingly go up. And by the way, worst president in history, 159 presidential scholars voted him the worst president in the history of the United States of America. We're the most admired country in the world. We're the United States of America. There's nothing beyond our capacity. No one thinks we're weak. No one wants to screw around with us. Nobody. They said he was the worst in all of American history. That's a fact. Look, the fact of the matter is that he's dead wrong about, he's increased the tariff, he will increase the...
Yes, he will. He might have.
Going gone.
Any progress with China. Fentanyl and the byproducts of fentanyl went down for a while. And now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent. Look at what I've done. Look how I've turned around the horrible situation he left me. And guess what? Those fabs, they call them, to build these chips. About $40 billion already being invested and being built right now in the United States, creating significant jobs for Americans from all over the world. We're the envy of the world. Name me a single major country president who wouldn't trade places with the United States of America. For all our problems and all our opportunities. We're the most progressive country in the world in getting things done. We're the strongest country in the world.
Giving out free
We're
stuff.
a country in the world who keeps our word, and everybody trusts us. All of our allies.
Yeah.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 235 pounds, or 35 pounds.
20, 35.
Well, he said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is.
What is he talking about?
I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And by the way, I told him if I'm happy to play golf, we can carry on back.
Wait,
Think you can
please.
do it?
Here it comes.
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
Here it
I was
comes.
an 8 handicap.
Here it comes.
8. But I have, you know, how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Let's not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
Let's not act like children.
The idea. I can't think of a single major leader in the world who wouldn't trade places with the job I've done, what they've done. But you continue to provoke this lie about somehow there's all this misrepresentation, all this stealing. There is no evidence of that at all. We've made significant progress from the debacle that was left by President Trump in his last term. He's increased inflation because of the debacle he left after when he handled the pandemic. He wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare for
there goes the hands.
For the
you got Ricky Bobby hands.
Oh.
Wow. You know,
Wow.
Mark Levin said tonight there's 7 states that have 0 abortion restrictions, speaking of his abortion deal there.
Wow.
Where you can, like, kill a baby at 9 months.
Oof.
I mean, they would all have it if they could. I mean, we've heard people confronted with a camera in front of them. Do you support? None of them support anything. It's all abortion on demand.
Yep.
But he couldn't even win that argument, and that's their main deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's their main talking point.
That's all they got left.
He couldn't even win that. He couldn't even stipulate what their position is on that. Couldn't even come up with the words. As Claire McCaskill said on MSNBC, he had one job to do, and that was to prove to the American people that he still had his wits about him and not look like a nitwit. And that's the only wits he had.
Yeah.
Is that he's a nitwit. And he couldn't do that. And as she said, she's a surrogate for him. And there's Slick Willie from California out there as a surrogate for him, lying to everybody over all these past months and lying about him last night. Lying about how he doesn't want to take the job. And all we can get over, I mean, they're just all liars. And last night they were confronted with their own lies, and now they can't defend it. They've been telling us, no, don't worry about what you all are just seeing with your own eyes for 3 years. Because what you guys don't know is behind closed doors, this guy can stand on his head while solving the quantum leap theory, and they can solve world peace all at the same time.
Yeah,
you guys just don't see it. You're the idiots. So that's what we've been told. Well, last night, all those chickens came home to roost.
Yeah. And I guess we got treated to a 90-minute cheap fake. Courtesy of CNN.
Yeah, there was no edit. I don't believe there's any editing. CNN did CNN edit on the fly?
I don't think so. I mean, they even let fly the last moments of him getting off stage. You want to see it? Let's relive that with cut number 1. Again, this is I don't think they understood what they just thought. Oh, this will be a cool shot. We'll do a long shot and we'll do it as a fade, and that'll be that. They didn't realize that Jill was going to go up there and fetch her husband because it was Bring Your Wife to Work Day, I guess.
I didn't know where he was.
And she had to basically walk him off and walk him down. Check it out for yourself.
Presidents making their way off the CNN debate stage. Looks like
you'll see
First
Trump
Lady
walking off
has
stage,
come out.
right?
Former President Trump walking off the stage. The first debate of the 2024 campaign and the earliest presidential debate ever now in the books and in front of the voters. Tonight, along with Aaron Burnett, the first word on what those voters might make of it
there's
from
a
our
zoomed-in
political
one that's
professionals
probably
from our
better than
CNN
this
Flash
one, but
poll
I think we've all seen it. That's good, Aaron. We've seen it at this point, but yeah.
Man.
That's
brutal.
a telling scene right there.
You know, you talked about Jill Biden earlier. I co-hosted Media Exposed with Adam Weiss today. It's airing Sunday at 1 p.m., but he was talking about these billionaires out in the Hamptons, and they're mad. There's a big one at a $147 million home this week with Biden, and they're mad that Joe Biden's not taking Biden off of the campaign trail. A lot of donors set up.
All right, 13 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We're back. Sports, news, all coming up.
We should show him.
Okay.
Pluto's network was fine.
I emailed that sizzle reel you wanted me to send him. Yeah, that's why. Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You didn't send it to me. Didn't you see Fran's email to you? I saw what you sent. He said that wasn't it.
Mm.
He said it was a link to the debate.
I just got an email with it.
Fran, didn't you send him an email back saying it wasn't right or something?
I did. I downloaded it anyway in case that was wrong. The email said it was from the rally today, but the link was from the.
Your email said it was
debate.
from the rally today, but the link was to something else. All right, whatever. Do we have what Harry wants or no?
It's the commentary reel from the debate last night.
Wait, now he's changed. What do you want me to, Harry? Can you tell me what you want me to run? Well, don't look. Just tell me. What do you want? You want a debate sizzle or a rally sizzle? Which one? Why would I run a rally sizzle? He says the same thing in every rally. Who cares?
And I don't have that one.
And we don't have that, he said. Fran said. We have a debate sizzle.
That was the only one that was in the link.
I mean, not particularly.
Hey, Harry, can I get 2 slices and a Coke?
We have 3 reads here. Do you want to split them up?
We have 3 reads here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm toasted on it.
Okay, so bump with the debate thing, Fran. We'll do the reads. Somewhere. I don't even have. Why can't I find my reads sheet?
You have King Cones?
Let me get a calzone
How about a
to go
strawberry
too.
shortcake?
Fran, can you forward me back the reads from this week?
Doing it now.
Oh, an Italian ice?
Yeah, blue
get one of those.
You got the blue
All right, have
gelati.
it.
Rainbow, which I think.
Yeah, thank
You
you,
got
Harry.
some gelato?
All right, let's bump with the.
I'm good.
Let's bump with the sizzle,
I'm getting hungry now.
and then out of that you can give me the blues, and we'll do the reads.
Roger.
After the show all day. Okay.
AMAC Birch Gold.
What are you feeding him, ice cream
and
sandwich?
The Wellness Company.
You're going to be back before we leave?
AMAC Birch Gold.
For a few minutes.
Why can't I? Oh my God, what is going on?
I don't think I get home. Yeah.
This is the most important night of Joe Biden's presidency.
We're all going to learn whether or not it was a good idea or an epic failure.
It's the one shot he's got to get even.
It's a powerful moment.
President Trump is extremely sharp.
He's going to bring 1 billion people to worldwide tonight, the most watched political event.
I think President Trump is going to hit a home run tonight. People are turning towards Trump.
There are people out there that are hurting, that want hope.
This is an important night for our country.
That want to hear from someone how they're going to make their life better.
The American people are suffering.
Biden's lies aren't going to work anymore. The American people can't be fooled anymore.
It's very expensive to live right now, and up underneath President Trump's leadership, we didn't have this.
Patriots on their feet and can't wait for this debate.
Is there a Joe Biden watch party anywhere?
I have not heard of any Joe Biden debate watch parties.
It's been a great night with you guys, but we want to go out to the CNN debate right now.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Let's begin the debate.
He inherited almost no inflation, and then it blew up under his leadership.
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with. What this man has done is absolutely criminal. The idea that they're going to, I'm proposing that everybody, they pay the millionaire. Our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate. This shouldn't be a debate. He is the worst president. He wants open borders. He wants our country to either be destroyed or he wants to pick up those people as voters. If he wins this election, our country doesn't have a chance, not even a chance.
like the blues, 19 past the hour on a Friday night. Let me talk to you about our friends over at AMAC. You know, this month we just celebrated Father's Day. And, of course, I'm sure that you think about your dads all the time, men of strong values who went to church, had family dinners, honored the flag. Those are the values that shaped your home. Your dad taught you to stand up for your beliefs, cherish your loved ones, appreciate your freedoms. And, of course, a perfect way to honor all of that, including his legacy, is with an AMAC membership. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, champions the values that, of course, fathers instilled in all of us: faith, family, and freedom. AMAC.US/Studio6B is the place to go. AMAC.US/Studio6B. By joining AMAC, you support an organization that fights for those exact principles. And, of course, for June, not only did we celebrate Father's Day, but we celebrated a 2-year membership for just $16. Hello! 2-year membership for just $16. That's 2 years for the price of one. Join thousands of other AMAC members, proud members. Visit AMAC.US/Studio6B now. AMAC.US/Studio6B. And, of course, honor your father. Stand up for what they believed in and what you believe in. Join AMAC today. AMAC.US/Studio6B. Well, we've recently had some monumental news that no one's talking about. For the first time in history, the interest on the debt, the national debt, surpassed every other individual budget item except Social Security. That's right. The U.S. now spends more on interest than on national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend like drunken sailors. That's why savvy investors, central banks, and concerned savers are turning to gold, something that's not tied to the inflated U.S. dollar. You can, too, with the help of our friends over at Birch Gold. For 20 years, Birch Gold has helped thousands of Americans protect their savings by converting an IRA or 401k into an IRA in physical gold. To learn more, see if it's right for you, text America to 989898 and claim your free information kit. No obligation. Kit on gold. Text America to 989898. Birch Gold has earned the trust of millions with their education-first approach. There are thousands of happy customers and their countless 5-star reviews. Go now. Text America to 989898. Text America to 989898. Well, you know, everybody knows the next medical crisis is just around the corner, whether it comes in the form of a pandemic or something much more mundane like a tick bite. You and your family need to be prepared. That's, of course, where the Wellness Company comes in. You know the Wellness Company. Dr. Peter McCullough has been on the show. Wellness Company and their doctors are medical professionals that you can trust. And, of course, their new medical emergency kits are the gold standard when it comes to keeping you safe and healthy. Be ready for anything. This medical emergency kit contains an assortment of life-saving medications, including ivermectin and Z-Pak. The medical emergency kit provides a guidebook in the aid and safe use of all these life-saving medications, from anthrax to tick bites to COVID to a bioweapon like the plague. The Wellness Company's medical emergency kit is exactly what you need to have on hand and be prepared. Go to www.twc.health/voice today and order. www.twc.health/voice. Use promo code VOICE. Save an additional 10% from our friends over at the Wellness Company. All right, 22 past the hour. Let's do sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow. Use our code LFS6B if you shop at MyPillow. Great savings on great stuff from Lindell. Slick Rick, what's going on?
All right, back to the scoreboard, Big D. Major League Baseball in action. Here we are in the heart of the season now as we head into July. We got the Rays leading the Nationals 3-1, top of the ninth. Bottom 8, Orioles over the Rangers 2-1. Yankees 7-5 over the Blue Jays up in Toronto. Bottom 7 there. Rockies and White Sox no score. Top of the first. Top of the 7th, the Mets lead the Astros 6-2. Padres pounding the Red Sox 9-2 up in Fenway, bottom of the 7th. Top 7, Braves blanking the Pirates 6-0. Brewers over the Cubs 4-2. Top 5, bottom 4, Rays over the Guardians 5-1. Cardinals blanking the Reds 1-0 in St. Louis, bottom of the 4th. Earlier tonight, final, Phillies 2-0 over the Marlins. And we got the Tigers at the Angels and Twins at the Mariners. Those are 9:38, 9:40 first pitches, as well as the Athletics out in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers take on the Giants at 10:15. So full slate of MLB games. NHL draft underway tonight in Las Vegas at the Sphere, the home of our victory party, right, guys? When we get this nomination thing squared away, there we go.
After the golf outing.
Well, the first pick went to the San Jose Sharks. Macklin Celebrini, the center, high-powering scoring center from Boston University, went number 1 overall. Chicago Blackhawks took Artyom Lezhunov, the defenseman from Michigan State, and the Anaheim Ducks, Beckett Sinecki, a right winger out of Oshawa OHL. So that's it. 18, I think about 18 picks on the way. Rangers, Islanders, some of the bigger names are coming up now because now you're getting into the playoffs. The first, 15 teams, 12 teams didn't make the playoffs, so those are usually get the better plays. That's how it works. So we'll keep an eye. I'll have a full rundown of that draft come Monday night. Get to another quick story. Well, I want to talk about Nike right now, Big D. Boy, they're really going woke and going broke. Go woke, go broke. Nike shares crash 19% as customers swoosh away to competitors. This is John Carney of Breitbart. Shares of Nike plunged on Friday after the company released quarterly results that beat earnings estimates, but warned of weak sales amid soft consumer demand for the brand's shoes in North America and China. Sales were down 2% year over year, driven by an 8% fall in direct-to-consumer sales. The company appears to be losing market share to competitors who have done a better job of staying on top of consumer trends and not alienating their customers based by embracing their far-left political causes. Year-to-date, shares of the athletic apparel company are down 29%. Full-year sales fell short of estimates. The company said it took a $51.4 billion in revenue. Analyst and forecast. The company reported adjusted earnings of $1.01 per share on $12.6 billion in revenue for the fourth quarter fiscal, beating the bottom line estimate of 84 cents, but missing on the top line forecast of 12.9. Nike's aggressive push into direct-to-consumer sales has been costly for the company, as many consumers have shown a preference to returning to in-person retail shopping in the post-pandemic era. And listen, the company is also facing competition from the likes of French sneaker maker Hoka and other emerging brands. But I think the biggest thing right now is people are getting tired of Nike. They've been very woke over the years, and now it's paying dividends that aren't working for them. And like you said, competition is swooshing away. There's a lot of things happening in the market. Nike is not one of them right now. That's a wrap in sports.
Sounds like the people are going to shop and saying, just don't do it.
Right, exactly. Very good.
We don't want 10-year-olds making us sneakers anymore.
Exactly.
All right, more news with Delgado and Zier coming up live from Studio 6B on a Friday night.
Stops odor at the source. Try Lumen because it's effective and love it.
I sprayed on some Axe and they all went crazy. Guys too.
Well,
it was like that movie. You ever see that movie, Love Potion Number 9?
Yeah.
When the gypsy had that.
Yeah. But the Axe is like, I don't know about that. It smells like a men's locker.
It's a little flaky.
Yeah.
There's a blue lavender, which is a good one.
Oh, really?
And then there's a vanilla spice.
Sounds like my wardrobe. Blue lavender. You're going out to the
Big
lavender.
D, how many likes do you see in here on YouTube? Okay, I'll tell you right now.
13.
13? I see 161. 421 watching, so that's about what, 24%, 25%? A little more than that. 30%, 33%? Not great. I'd like to see it at least 50%.
If I could do math, I wouldn't be sitting here.
I clearly can't do math, as my parents know. And
As a bug.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll put it in the box.
Boy, you're tripping, man.
I mean, are you kidding me? What the hell's wrong with you?
Everything.
I'm going to stop blaming broken equipment on Harry now.
I know, you're like Harry. Tripping, breaking the equipment.
Wait a minute.
You got shit sticking
And you take one of my high noons. Don't even ask.
I think Harry just pulled up. Mr. Softy, that was his nickname in high school. I hope he's not listening.
Trust me, he's not.
Yeah, it's true.
That's not here. He's not listening.
That's his nickname at Applebee's. What are you kidding me?
I think he left.
He did leave.
Yeah, he left. He's not listening.
He got insulted about all the comments about his white shirt.
Yeah, he's going to change it. He's going to come back in a black shirt. We got to think of something good for him.
He should
I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's coming back.
No, he's not coming back.
If he comes back in that white shirt.
Drag Blacker says that's his nickname at Woody's, too, Mr. Softy.
You got that right. Yeah.
What's up, Drag Blacker? Oh, we didn't play my Woody's interview.
Oh,
for you. I interviewed the manager.
No, I saw it.
Did you?
I posted it on our socials. All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some news. We'll start with news with Rick Delgado. News is brought to you by 7Cells, 7cells.com. Our code LFS6B will save you 10% off whatever you put in your cart. Rick Delgado, what's going on?
Oh, well, a couple different stories. This one kind of caught my attention. Kind of came out of nowhere. Did you hear about Thomas Massey?
Oh, my God. I was going to open the show with. I can't believe it. I'm glad you have this story. One of our favorite people has been on the show. One of my favorite people. One of the Republicans you never have to worry about where he's going to land. Just heartbreaking.
Yeah, heartbreaking story. Didn't know she was sick at all. But his
I don't know that she was.
He announced the death of his wife, Rhonda. Rhonda Massey, the wife of U.S. Representative Thomas Massey, has died. The congressman announced Friday morning. You know what? I've read this article, and it sounds like she was sick.
Really?
The way this is written, there's no shocking message.
Chip Royce seemed shocked today on the floor of the House, and so did everybody else who responded to his tweet.
It could be that they were keeping it secret. Says here, according to his statement, Representative Massey said, yesterday, my high school sweetheart, the love of my life for 35 years, the loving mother of our 4 children, the smartest, kindest woman I've ever known, my beautiful and wise queen forever, Rhonda, went to heaven. He wrote on social media, thank you for your prayers for our family in this difficult time. No information regarding the nature of her passing was shared by Massey or their staff. Massey, a maverick known for his contrarian brand of republicanism, has served in Congress, Kentucky's 4th District.
Contrary. Who wrote this article?
This is coming from, I don't know.
Standing up for the Constitution, and actually what it says, originalism is now contrarian. Republican views. Yeah, so I guess that's true.
A Vanceburg native, the congressman met Rhonda when they were both in high school. She was valedictorian in high school, went on to prom together. She was accepted at MIT and Harvard, earned a mechanical engineering degree at MIT, and devoted her life to the family. She was a delightful person. Please join me in praying for Congressman Massey. That's coming from some of the politicians. Secretary of State Michael Adams for Kentucky wrote that. 4 years ago this month, the wife of Andy Barr passed away with a rare heart condition. That also, Representative Barr passing off his condolences. Just the way this article is written, it doesn't seem, they're not alluding to anything. This is coming from the Herald Ledger, I guess, this is, in Kentucky. They're not alluding to anything that they knew about her being sick. So I wonder if they kept it very, very quiet about what was happening.
Sounds like it.
But a sad,
terrible,
sad day for the Massey.
I was watching him debate Jamal Bowman in the outside the chamber in the Capitol. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. He's got a 96% Liberty score. Also, not that the politics take over the tragic loss of his wife, but
tragic.
Yeah,
I feel bad for kids, and thoughts and prayers obviously to him and his kids and his family, and their pictures are beautiful of their family, and whatever the end reason is. I mean, it is what it is, but it's terrible.
Yeah, sad day. On a different note,
I'm glad you had that, because I thought about it. I was going to open the show with that, and I just totally forgot.
Well, Harry had a white shirt on, so tends to draw the attention. Justices on the Supreme Court also announced a big ruling today. One of the other big stories coming out of the Supreme Court is the rule for the January 6 defendants.
1512C, right?
Supreme Court on Friday threw out the charges against a former Pennsylvania police officer who entered the U.S. Capitol during the January 6, 2021 attacks by a vote of 6-3. The justices ruled that the law that Joseph Fisher was charged with violating, which bars obstruction of an official proceeding, applies only to evidence tampering, such as destruction of records or documents in official proceedings. Friday's ruling could affect the charges against more than 300 other January 6 defendants. There was also talk of them opening up the cases of the ones that have already been convicted. And trying to get them out as well. The same law is also at the center of 2 of the 4 charges brought by the special counsel Jack Smith against former President Donald Trump. So that case is going to be affected. The Supreme Court heard the oral arguments on April the 25th on Trump's claims of immunity, and that issue has not been, or that case has not been ruled on yet. They haven't released that. They're expecting that on Monday. Smith has argued that even if the court were to rule for Fisher, the charges against Trump could still go forward because they rested in part on efforts to use false electoral certificates at the joint session of Congress. So the law at the center of the Fisher case, which makes it a crime to otherwise obstruct, influence, or impede any official proceeding, concluded that because of the previous subsection, this bars tampering with evidence with the intent to impair the object's integrity and availability for use in an official proceeding. Basically, great day for the January 6th defendants because they were trying to, I guess what they did with Trump in New York, try and massage a law to apply where it's not supposed to apply.
Yeah, and it could affect over 170 convictions that have happened already. And also, I heard Jack Smith was trying to say the president, this doesn't apply because he's supposed to be held to a higher standard or some nonsense like that. So
yeah, something like that. But we'll see what happens.
You have to have at some point, we're going to have a real discussion about Amy Coney Barrett. Because when Ketanji Brown Jackson joins the conservatives on the court, along with John Roberts in the 6-3, and the part of the 3 is Amy Coney Barrett, you really just have to start to wonder if she's not one of the worst appointments ever.
Yeah.
From a Republican president,
especially when you see what the way she was built up with the government on media censorship.
Yeah. There is not an ounce of originalism in her. This is what she does. Let's see. I think it's blown to the left. I mean, she is just a disaster.
It's a head scratcher. It just doesn't make any sense. So, one more case that you may have heard about. This one in a different direction is Alec Baldwin has denied the motion to dismiss his manslaughter charges in the actor's latest effort over the Rust case. You remember this coming out a couple of years ago where he shot and killed a woman on set, a cinematographer who died on October 21st, 2021, after a gun Baldwin was holding discharged on the film set of a movie called Rust. The judge in the case decided not to dismiss Alec Baldwin's involuntary manslaughter charges. In a ruling filed earlier today, Judge Mary Marlowe Summer denied another one of the 30 Rock actors' attempt to get rid of the charges that could land him behind bars for a maximum of 18 months, according to the court documents obtained by Fox. Summer heard arguments for Baldwin's legal team that his charges should be dropped due to the destruction of evidence during a hearing that spanned 2 days. The Colt .45 revolver replica used for the shooting was destroyed during a testing conducted by the FBI, blah, blah, blah. The intentional destruction of the gun by the prosecution keeps Baldwin from having a fair trial, according to the court docs, but they weren't buying it. The judge said, nope, we're not going to dismiss. So this case will move forward, and you could see Alec Baldwin go to jail. So we'll see what happens with that, and that's what I got for news for you, David.
All right, before we get to David Zierwit news, I just want to bring your attention, Rick. You didn't do a lot of homework. If you want to throw up my screen here, Aaron, because this is in the news today. UFO sighting reported by Red Rocks amphitheater staff. 12 Red Rocks Amphitheater employees reported seeing a dark metallic disc in the sky on June 5th. The object, described as several hundred feet long with 3 levels of windows, hovered for 30 seconds before vanishing silently.
Really?
Metallica's playing Red Rock?
Exactly.
Have you ever been to Red Rocks?
I have not been to Red Rocks.
It is wild. It is a very cool place.
Great
I was there-
concerts.
Well, in my cool life, I went there.
Really?
It's got to be even cooler with UFOs flying over.
Yeah, even now I want to go back.
There you
That
go.
could be the wheel that Louis Farrakhan saw.
All right, let's do some news with the host of Breaking Point. He's David Zier. What's going on, Mr. Zier?
So much going on out there. I wanted to just play a couple of quick clips here. You know, Biden was a little sharper today than yesterday. So why didn't he show up yesterday? Cut number 2, Biden in North Carolina.
America's not a losing nation. America's winning. As I stand here today, I can honestly say I've never been more optimistic about America's future in my whole career. I know how to tell the truth. When you get knocked down, you get back up. I know what it'll take to bring this economy to everybody. I give you my word as a Biden, I would not be running again if I didn't believe with all my heart and soul I can do this job. We've never fully lived up, and I'll be damned in the year 2024, just 2 years. Just 2 years before the 250th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence, that I'll let Donald Trump walk away from it. We're the United States of America. There is nothing beyond our capacity. Nothing.
So you could tell it's like a high school-sized crowd. Trump was in Chesapeake today with our very own Brian Glenn. So many people came out, you could, as far as the eye can see. But then Jill Biden, his proxy, cut number 4, was speaking for Biden up on the stage.
Here in North Carolina and across America, who are working hard to find a secure place in the middle class. The moms who worry that their daughter... I saw in him then the same character that I see in him today.
Oh, yeah.
He's a character.
And even though he has faced unimaginable tragedies, his optimism is undaunted. His strength is unshakable. His hope is undeterred. I saw in him then the same character that I see in him today. And even though he has faced unimaginable tragedies, his optimism is undaunted.
So if I wasn't annoying you enough today, outside of my own voice and those voices...
But that was the face from last night.
I know. It's the same thing.
He flashed back to... it looked like he was lost. He didn't know who she was.
He had a little more energy, so I don't know if
I'm just talking about his face right there when he was looking at his own wife. He didn't know who she was.
No, he didn't.
Absolutely awful. Then I got another favorite of our audience, cut 5. Au contraire, Joy Behar, your analysis.
Oh, here we
is
go.
wrong.
Here we go. Shave you back.
There was something about the debate that threw him into this state that he was in, because watch this. While Donald Trump was probably enjoying a celebratory platter of cheeseburgers, President Biden made an appearance at a watch party a little while after the debate, and he scarcely resembled the guy from earlier in the evening. This is really unbelievable. Watch.
Look, folks, what's going to happen over the next couple of days is they're going to be out there fact-checking all the things he said. I can't think of one thing he said that was true. No, I'm not being facetious. But look, we're going to beat this guy. We need to beat this guy. And I need you in order to beat him. You're the people I'm running for.
So suddenly, no colds. Suddenly he was 63. You know, what happened?
Really? Joy thinks that's much better? I mean, maybe a little.
The bar is low. And just to challenge her, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing here, but if you go to Nicholas Fondacar's article, I think he's the associate editor of MRC Newsbusters, which is awesome. He said that there were 11 questions from the left, 7 neutral, and only 3 questions from the right. So I didn't mean to do that to you with all those voices, but that's what I got for you, Damon.
All right, we'll wrap it up on a Friday night. We get back right after this.
I hear is Aaron laughing.
I have no idea what's so
They
funny.
have a party in.
I don't know what's so funny. What's so funny?
Can't breathe.
What's so funny?
I have no idea.
What are we missing?
What'd they do?
Stephanopoulos said yesterday Trump made more mistakes than Biden last night. Such an ass.
Joy Rocks is looking forward to your show tomorrow morning, Zia.
Oh, tell her I said hi, Joy.
Joy Rocks. David Zia says hello.
Is she in Getter or YouTube?
She's in Getter.
Hello, Joy. Good evening. Go
8200.
67, Steph 44, Roscoe
No
Shearman.
shoes for Getter tonight. Only 8,200.
What's up, Ant?
They've seen the shoes before.
I closed my YouTube by accident. My YouTube.
Your YouTubes.
Don't close the YouTube. You got your tube side? Oh.
People are loving the watch party last night.
Yeah, so you got big views.
Yeah, we should do that show like that once in a while. Maybe that should be our Friday night shows. Kick it back a little bit. Can't though.
We'd have to have a separate setup because flipping it over is too much.
Hi, Ruby.
GFA Hay says Biden was born closer to Lincoln's assassination than he was to his own inauguration.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. Who said that?
GFA something.
Wow.
Didn't get her.
What's up,
That's
Staff
nuts.
Sergeant RB? AZ Mikey, what's cooking?
What's cooking? Good looking.
I didn't see Buzzard, but if you're out there, hello.
Buzzard.
There's so much going on.
There's Rebecca and Becky. Is Becky short for Rebecca?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Could be Elizabeth, too.
Isn't that Beth?
Why is Margaret Peggy? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Who's doing anything this weekend besides his party? Anything on the docket there, Slick?
No.
No, me neither.
I got Joe's pizza eating contest at 2:00 tomorrow. I got to stop.
Actually, I
for
think
that.
we have a graduation party to go to on Sunday.
What's Joe's Pizza eating?
It's usually on the news.
It's a place where they
who could eat a pie the fastest?
Where?
In Holbrook at Joe's Pizza.
Oh, Joe's in Holbrook?
2:00. I go every year. It's fun.
I
Big
haven't
turnout.
been there in a while.
Big turnout.
It's in the A&P shopping center, right? The old A&P?
That's beef farms. Yep.
Hi, live from Studio 6B, 13 to the hour. I want to thank everybody in all the chats tonight and all the chats last night. Social media numbers were great last night. Whatever you're watching on, if you can subscribe, it's a great help to us, and we appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you can do. Any engagement on our social media is always a big help for us to continue to grow the channel and get the information out there as we head towards November. That's what we want to do, just a bigger audience and a bigger audience and a bigger audience. All right, let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow. Use our code LFS6B. We appreciate when you do that as well. If you shop at MyPillow, it'll give you great savings, 50, 60% off. And, of course, we will always try to do you one up and let you get one of our shirts absolutely free from livefromstudio6b.com. We've got some good new designs coming out, some new designs out last week. So you can see everything at livefromstudio6b.com. Slick, what's going on?
All right, well, some sad news came out a little over an hour ago in NHRA. Great John Force, and he is a great one, placed in neurological ICU with serious head injury from horrific crash, team says. Force is at the top of the NHRA's all-time win list. This is Chance Martin of Fox News. The motorsports world continues to grapple with a recent high-speed crash at the Virginia Nationals. National Hot Rod Association legend John Force was involved in the fiery crash, and his team revealed the June 24th wreck left Force with a serious head injury. 4 days after the accident, Force was taken to a neurological intensive care unit, his team confirmed in a statement. 4 days after his crash at more than 300 miles per hour, drag racing champion John Force was moved from the trauma intensive care unit to the neuro intensive care unit, where the medical team can focus on his head injury, which is the primary concern, the update said. Immediately after catastrophic engine failure, Force was conscious and talking with with the on-site medical team his team said at the time. He was initially placed in the trauma center shortly after he arrived at a hospital not far from the Virginia Motorsports Park. The move was a welcome positive for his family members who have all maintained a daily presence at his hospital all week. This guy is one of the best. I mean, when I do NHRA, he is one of the top. He's, like I said, all-time leading winner in the NHRA. So we'll say our prayers for his family.
I played that video while you were away. That crash was spectacular, but he was alert after that. So I guess things went downhill.
Yeah, a little bit, but we'll see. They're going to keep an eye on his neurological, obviously some head injuries that must have. Sometimes it takes a little while, and then they really come back and bounce back on you. And some more bad news: legendary sportscaster Dick Vitale reveals he's dealing with cancer again. Vitale has been fighting cancer since 2021. This is also Ryan Gatos of Fox News. Legendary ESPN sportscaster Dick Vitale revealed somber news Friday, announcing his cancer's return after a biopsy of a lymph node. My report on the biopsy of the lymph node in my neck has arrived, and it is cancerous, he wrote on X. With all the prayers I received and the loving support of my family, friends, and ESPN colleagues, I will win this battle. Pray. Surgery on Tuesday will be a success. So we'll keep an eye as well on Dick Vitale to see how that's going on. And, I want to end it on a good note, if I can, on sports. Looks like our man there, Joey Chestnut, is going to compete in the July 4th hot dog eating contest after all. Chestnut says he felt Major League Eating bullied him. So Ryan Gatos of Fox News, Joey Chestnut will still be eating hot dogs on the 4th of July. It just won't happen in Coney Island. Chestnut will compete against soldiers at Fort Bliss, Texas, after his fallout with Nathan's Famous to do a sponsorship deal with Impossible Foods. Chestnut will not compete in the hot dog eating contest because of his deal with the company. Chestnut, though, said he'll be lucky if those soldiers could eat 10 hot dogs, but he said he'll certainly be ready, and that'll look like a lot of fun for our military doing the right thing. I hope they get more coverage than Coney Island, because I think the whole thing's a joke that he's not going to be there. The greatest to ever do it, the great Joey Chestnut. And, Big D, that's a wrap in sports, and we'll have a full recap of rodeo and racing and everything else from the weekend.
All right, Slick, very good. Have a great weekend. David Zier, last couple things. Anything else you got?
I have a quick clip. This is what's going on in our children's hospitals. Cut number 7, the Laurie Children's Hospital Pride Parade. It's nice that they're doing this, but, I don't think it has a place in there with children.
I was going to say, what's so nice about it?
I don't know where the Laurie Children's Hospital is here. I'm trying to find out. Actually, I should have looked that up before.
Probably San Francisco.
But, this is what's going on. It's just pervasive in every single aspect of your life. Everywhere you go, pride this, pride that, So, and then we got the Nancy Mace, cut number 3, saying no to trans, spending time with real women and children.
Can you define what a woman is? A woman is a person who says she is. And let me just tell you one story about this, because when I was a child... No, you're not going to tell me a story. We're not doing that right now. It's not story time. Yeah, it is story time, because when I was a child, I was... No, it's not. I'm going to reclaim my time. Be quiet. I'm going to reclaim my time right now. Biological women are real women. A guy born as a man who wants to pretend to be a woman and put him in his big Jim and the twins in the locker room with underage girls, or his little Jim and twins, by the way, is disgusting. I have a daughter. She turned 14 last year. I took her to a store called Aerie for her birthday. We went shopping for an hour in downtown Charleston, South Carolina. She was taken to her dressing room by a biological male in a mini skirt and a lace bralette. It is disgusting. I have no idea if that man was over 18 or under 18. It is absolutely disgusting that we're redefining what women are and allowing men into women's private spaces. And by the way, Miss Wiley, I am a survivor of rape. I was raped at the age of 16. I am not going to put other women and girls into unsafe situations where biological men with their willy-nillys out, putting women and girls at risk. It's absurd. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so Maya Wiley is the CEO of the Leadership Conference on Civil and Human Rights. She was also the head of New York City's Civilian Complaint Review Board. Just to give you an idea.
Another one of those organizations with a name that's the opposite of what they actually did.
Exactly. Yeah, that was in a House hearing recently. So,
All right, very good, David Zier. Have a great weekend. Rick Delgado, I'll finish with you. Anything else in the news?
All right, real quick. There's a story coming out of Fox News where Patagonia, the clothing maker, the outdoor company, has asked 90 remote workers to either move closer to the outdoor clothing company's hubs or leave the company. I guess all that working from home stuff is kind of gone by the wayside. Business Insider reported earlier this week that the customer service employees have been asked to pack their bags and find a new place to live no further than 60 miles from either Atlanta, Austin, Chicago, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Reno, or Salt Lake City. Patagonia wanted a verdict from each of those workers by today, 3 days after it announced it would completely be moving to a hub model for customer service. The outdoor clothing maker, which is headquartered in California, has been testing hubs in those 7 cities for the past year, and they're moving away from the remote work model that was a big hit, I guess, during the COVID time. So all these companies are starting to, basically like the Walmarts as well. They're cutting hundreds of jobs, corporate jobs, asking remote workers to return to the office or else. So that's what's happening across the companies as we get back to. I can't believe that there are still some people that are, working from home and using this COVID thing as as an excuse.
I think Amazon, they almost went on strike over it. They didn't want to go back to work one day a week.
It's amazing. Just amazing stuff. So that's the last one. Get back to work. Stop being a wuss.
All right, very good. We didn't get a chance to get to Darren Beatty's piece in Revolver, but of course, and I'm sure these guys are happy about it, but it goes through why the Democrats are stuck with Joe Biden. And he lays out piece by piece really what the true roadblocks are for the Democrats, especially if Joe and Dr. Jill are not on board. And he lays them out one by one with the delegates, how they work, the DNC, every scenario that you've heard brought up that could possibly work, the 25th Amendment, he goes through all of it, Kamala Harris. It's a great piece in Revolver. I've shared it on our social media. Check it out if you're not on Team Chemtrails. If you're on Team Chemtrails, well, then go sniff some more glue this weekend, and you'll be all set. All right, as always, we salute our military, active and active, police, firefighters, first responders, EMTs, everybody on the front lines protecting us, all our truckers, all our farmers, everybody that keeps the country moving. I want to thank everybody for a great week. Aaron, Fran, great job as always on everything. Guys, great job. Kevin Downey Jr., thanks so much. Everybody involved with everything this week. Thanks to you, though, most of all, live from Studio 6B audience, for being there every step of the way. And we'll see you on Monday, 8 p.m. right here live from Studio 6B.